Hey everyone, Double Cryptfell here, and today we're diving into the dark side of D&D. Because while this game is all about coming together and having fun as friends, there are some things players do that make a DM want to roll a natural 1 on your character survival check. Here are 5 things players do that DMs hate. Number 5, causing distractions at the table. D&D is a cooperative game where everyone should be involved in the action, but let's be real. Sometimes your character isn't in the spotlight. Maybe you're waiting for your turn in combat, maybe you're sticking behind while the rogue scouts ahead looking for traps and monsters, and those times can honestly get boring. Now, as someone with attention issues myself, I totally get it. When you're not in the thick of things, your mind starts to wander. Maybe you check your phone or start stacking dice until that dice tower inevitably comes crashing down like your hopes of ever landing a natural 20. And hey, I'm not saying you need to be glued to the game 24/7. If you're not directly involved, it's a good time to stretch, grab a snack, or take a bio break. But for the love of all things chaotic good, try not to cause a ruckus that pulls everyone else out of the game.
Yes! New high score, skibbity dibbity.
Or, be like this guy. So, if needed, find something to distract yourself, but do not distract others, because distractions can derail the game faster than a deck of many things. And, speaking of derailing, number 4, not being ready on your turn. Fighter, the skull bloom hits you for 7 damage, you're down. Blue, you're up, everyone else has fallen. What do? Oh, I'm sorry, did he say something? Not being ready on your turn is the leading cause of combat dragging on for eternity. Everyone tunes out, and the game grinds to a halt. It's a bit of a vicious cycle. Here's a pro tip to players: start planning your turn while others are acting. Sure, the battlefield may change, but at least have a rough idea of what you want to do. It's also a great time to check out your spells and features. And for you DMs out there, try giving a heads up like, okay fighter, you're up, blue, you're next. That way, they have time to prepare, or at least pretend like they're preparing. I'll start going through my spells right now. Number 3, being the lone wolf. D&D is a team game, but every now and then, someone shows up with the classic lone wolf character. You know the type.
My parents died before I was born. I was raised by wolves in the cold, dark woods. I work alone. I walk alone.
Wait, your parents died before you were born?
My only choice was to survive through pickpocketing and thievery.
Who were you pickpocketing? The squirrels?
Bears. I pickpocketed bears.
If your character refuses to work with the party, maybe it's time to roll up a new one. And hey, this is where a solid session 0 comes in handy. DMs, share a bit of information about the theme of the campaign. That way, everyone can get on the same page, establish relationships, and ensure all characters have a reason to actually be together. Because if your character's idea of teamwork is, I'll just wait here while you guys do everything, or even worse, you all wait here while I do everything, that's a bit of a problem. Number 2, arguing with DM rulings. The classic rules lawyer. Now, don't get me wrong, I do really appreciate a player who knows the rules. It's one less thing I have to keep track of while juggling monsters, plot twists, or whatever nonsense you all throw my way. I also don't mind being corrected on a rule when I'm wrong. Actually, I think you're wrong about this whole video. But there are times when I intentionally bend rules for the sake of the story or to create an epic moment. It's called the rule of cool, and the idea is that certain ideas are so awesome, I'll allow them, even if it goes against the rules. And sadly, sometimes the reverse might also be true. I'll have to say no to a broken build that's technically legal. Looking at you, peasant railgun. The point is, at moments like this, just have a little faith in your DM that they do have your and the game's best interests at heart, and they might be trying to follow by the most important rule, which is that everyone at the table has fun. Number 1, canceling with late or no notice, constantly. Okay, huge caveat here. Life happens, and I get it. We all get it. Sometimes things unexpected pop up, and we have to cancel our plans. But when a player is constantly canceling with little or no notice, or, just not showing up, well, that's when it becomes a problem. The important thing is to communicate. If you're overwhelmed, be honest about it. It's better to let your group know up front than to be Schrodinger's player, both in and out of the game simultaneously. And remember, it's okay if a game does not fit into your life right now. Just let your DM and players know rather than leave them hanging. Alright everyone, so Blue did assure me he would definitely be here tonight. I know he's running a few hours late, but let's just settle in and wait for him to arrive. I'm sure it won't be long. Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but I got the new player's handbook and so I'm ready to play Brought snacks.
Hey, so, turns out I forgot to go in an outro.
So here we go.
5 things players do that DMs hate. Did I forget any? Do you have any personal pet peeves? Throw them down below. Plus, I'd love to balance this video out with
With one that's more positive, so I'm working
on 5 things players do that DMs love. If you have any suggestions for that, please throw those in the comments. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.
if you wouldn't mind.
Is give me a like, share, subscribe. Keep an eye out for that future video, and until then,
Thanks for watching.
I'll see you in the next one.